The internet has kind of been on fire among the nerds with the idea of conformity theory or conformity gate. What that means is there's a bunch of people who have found a bunch of clues in the final episode of Stranger Things, and they've come to believe that there's all of these hints that tell us that there is one more episode of Stranger Things coming after the finale, and they believe it's going to air on January 7th. And they've got things from everything to haircuts, to how dice are rolled, to how many seconds are between the lightning strikes, to all those things in the finale. And there are people just putting out countless videos. I'm talking countless videos showing why there is one extra final episode coming on January 7th. And I totally enjoyed these videos, and I think some of the points are really, really valid. But one of two things is going to happen. Either A, January 7th is going to come and we're going to get a extra special final episode of Stranger Things, or B, we're not. And everybody's going to be really, really disappointed and they've wasted their time. Or maybe it was just fun going into the depths of it, but sometimes we can get too hyped over one idea, and sometimes we can let ourselves become bitter because we've been disappointed in previous ideas. And it reminds me of this Bible verse in 1 Thessalonians 5:20 and 21. It says, "Do not treat prophecies with contempt, but test them all. Hold on to what is good." And this verse is basically saying, listen, you're going to hear stuff, and just because you're hearing stuff that sounds unbelievable doesn't mean that you should automatically treat it with contempt. But you do need to check and test everything. You need to verify what you're putting your hope in, because there are going to be things in your life that are worth putting your hope in, and there are going to be things that aren't. And so don't approach everything with bitterness or begrudgment or discouragement. Make sure you test everything and allow yourself room to be certain in what you put your hope in. And I believe that when we test and really deep dive into what Scripture teaches us, we're going to find solid things to put our hope in. Much more solid than my hopes for January 7th. This has been a Faith and Fandom Fun.
Bite size!
If you enjoyed this, you can head over to faithandfandom.org, where you can find more than 200 devotionals free to read at any point in time. We've got more than a dozen books on Amazon. You can find us at cons near you, but you can also find us wherever you find podcasts. But thank you for joining me in finding God in geek culture.